And good morning and welcome back to the Netball Show. We're just going to have a quick look at today's games. And I was just actually talking to Courtney during the break there, and the McLeods and Thompson go together like bread and butter, Superman and flying, the Pope and Catholics. I mean, once upon a time, if you weren't a McLeod or related to one, you couldn't even play for Thompson. Isn't that right, Courtney?
Oh, not quite. We do welcome others, but it is definitely a family affair, and that makes it really special. And all of us are aunties, uncles, cousins, grandparents, Megan. All of us, we have a really good time, and it's really special to all of us. So it's really nice to especially see Mum out there and watch my brothers on a Saturday afternoon. It's really good.
Because your brother you got a couple of brothers playing footy down there as well?
Yep, absolutely. Jackson and Brent. Brent hasn't had a game this season. He plays at Grammar, but Jackson's doing really well, playing a couple of ECFL teams and, helping the boys along to a few wins, which is nice to see.
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. All right, today's games, Anarchy and Corio at Anarchy. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a pretty tight game. I think Corio maybe will get over the top. As I mentioned last week, I think Flick, Amy Barton came back from overseas, and looking at their win on the weekend, I think I'd probably have to go for Corio, even though it is down at Anarchy.
Yeah, same, definitely. There's not much difference on the ladder between the two, but I think that Corio they're so strong. We say it every week, and
Girls, what do you think?
Anarchy are a really physical team, absolutely, really, really physical. Body contact, I think they're great like that. That's one of their biggest strengths. But a full strength Corio team, I think, would take the 4 points. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. If they're back to full strength Corio, I think they're a chance.
All right, it's unanimous, ladies and gentlemen. 4 from 4. Next game, Winchelsea hosting Inverleigh. Flick, what do you think?
Well, it'll be good to be home again. It's been quite a few weeks since Winch have been there. We've got our full team again, so I think it should be, similar to this week's game, actually. I think it'll test the girls out, though, with a lot of the juniors from Inverleigh there. So in the A grade, I think Winch will come away.
I think, I'll go on a little bit about Tori Miller from week to week, because she really has stood up since leaving North Geelong last year. It'll be a good test for her with Lauren Houghton and Amy Worth in the defence end for Winch. Yeah. Really
she'll have to be on the ball.
Have to be definitely on the ball. But I think probably Winch should get up and win. With your win last week, actually, you sneak back into the 5 again.
Yep.
Well, sorry, you're in the 5 already.
Yep.
Now you're trying to...
Fourth
now and trying to get that double chance. Girls, Winch and Inverleigh, you think Winch? Or?
Yeah, definitely Winch.
Definitely Winch?
The calibre of players they have there, I think, and their experience, I think will just get over the line against those junior girls.
And down at Winch, I think that's a big advantage as well.
Okay. And you've played down at Winch, haven't you, already?
Yes.
This year?
Anzac Day.
How'd you find the new courts down there?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. They were great. The surface is great. I believe that since we've been there last, they've had a few more makeovers, which will make it great again. But it was really nice surface. They've got a really good setup down there.
Now, Courtney, you don't have to be scared just because you're sitting next to Flick. Tell the truth.
No, really, it's fantastic. It's really, really good for the Winch down there. That's really good.
I think moving forward with people that are building new course, it'd be good to see them putting two up, because for the future of the whole GDFL league, it could be something like the BFL sides and things that are playing 2 games at a time, and we can bring more people in, and that. So it's definitely, for us, we're mixing, matching on which court we're playing at the moment, so there's no favourites there. Usually wear them both in evenly kind of thing, so it's definitely good, though, for training and game days to have that extra room.
Werribee host Belmont at home. Now, Belmont haven't really been travelling along that well, even though they had a great game up against North Geelong last week. But, of course, once again, Werribee are just on a roll at the moment, and I really think they're going to be too strong for Belmont.
Agreed.
I can't see Belmont doing any different to what they've been doing from week in and week out, so probably have to put this up against Werribee Centrals as a win. Thompson and Geelong West. Thompson at home later on today. Girls, probably no surprises there, I don't think.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And, I mean, it'll be good for us to get back on track, hopefully with quite a few wins on the board. But, unfortunately, I think it'll just be Thompson all the way.
Yeah, definitely.
And you've got juniors throughout, haven't you? 13s, 15s and 17s?
We have up until this year. This year we've only got 17s, which as a club is something that we really have to work on. The development of our juniors is probably the area of our club that really lacks.
Mm-hmm.
We are a really successful senior club.
Yep.
And it's something that's going to take some time. The under-17 girls that I have are probably, there's quite a few of them that can step up. But on a whole, we are just working on development this year, and I think getting those extra teams back next season is definitely going to be another stepping stone that we're going to have to focus on.
Yeah, definitely.
And are you going to think about taking up coaching, Megan, or you just happy to play C grade at the moment, or what?
When we had under-13s,
Yep.
I was coaching the under-13s as well, and I've been helping out Courtney with the under-17s at training as well, when she needs it also, and on game day. So if we get juniors again, or
Yep.
when we get juniors again, I should say, I'll be definitely down there helping.
That'd be an
everyone
interesting
else.
training session. You and Courtney together. That'd be interesting to watch.
Yeah, there's lots of laughs for sure. Yeah.
But we are disciplined when we need to be, and the girls would definitely know that when it's time to get serious, it's time to be serious.
Okay. Next game, North Geelong at home against Bellpost Hill. I'd probably pick this as the match of the round.
Yep.
North have just snuck back into the 5. Bellpost Hill looking at holding on to 3rd position. Should be a good game, Flick. I don't know.
I think Bellpost Hill will win. They've really settled down now, and their team is playing as a team now. And North Geelong playing Kelly out and not in the shooting, I think makes a big difference on them this year. But I think come next year and a little bit later down the track, they'll be winning again. However, they will be hungry to stay in that 5. So this is definitely the game of the round.
I actually talked to Kelly Parker last week, and she has actually semi-retired from A grade, been playing C's and A's when required. But I think, Kelly's feeling the pinch of she's not 22 anymore, and been playing a little bit of C grade. So I think she's just letting the younger girls also, they're promoting their youngsters, and Brooke Young, Zoe Boothroyd, both those girls are now playing pretty much full-time A grade. So it's good to see that North are actually doing that with their youngsters and giving them a go in their A grade side.
It seems to be the year when a lot of the clubs are playing their juniors up this year, whereas we didn't see it as much last year. So this really is...
Yeah.
I suppose because the people are getting a fair bit older and we've got that D grade now, that we can bring those that are a bit older back down to C and D grade, that teams really are looking at the bigger picture and into 2 or 3 years' time when their juniors are going to be stepping up. So,
What about Thompson? How many juniors play in the Thompson A grade side? Let me think.
We definitely don't have any in the A grade side. It's been a long time since we've had juniors that we can step up, but Jess Drake, who's come across to Thompson from Corio, she's the captain of our under-17 team and she plays B grade. We rotate her through defence. So that's been really good for her. It's been great for us to give her that opportunity, and some of the juniors rotate through C and D grade. So not quite stepping up to A grade yet, but there are things to come.
Very good. Now, the last game today, Bannockburn and East Geelong. I think East Geelong will get up over the top of Bannockburn after last week's pretty bad loss to Winchelsea. I really can't see Bannockburn marshalling anything against East. I think East will have learnt their little lesson from last week's loss against Winch, and will probably come up over the top of them.
I think East, they are a strong side, and I think they should have held the game a bit closer on last Saturday, but simply because they didn't come out firing in that first half, that did make such a difference on their game. So I think this week they'll be working on that at training, and they will definitely be thinking about that on Saturday against Bannockburn.
All right, good boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we've got for today. Girls, thank you, Megan, and also Courtney, for coming in this morning.
No worries.
Thanks for
thank you.
having us.
Do appreciate it. Uncle Dick will be along in a minute with the boys with the footy show. And don't forget, winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. See you next week.
I'm here to tell you how football is strong.